against the team, the thing they...
It's week 3 of the NFL. Coming up, we've got Aaron Rodgers. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Packers and the Bucs coming up next.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field, and of course the quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, week 2, he was electric. See what week 3 has in store. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Brady. And Cook has it, left side. This defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers his team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And here comes the winner of the last 2 NFL MVP awards, Aaron Rodgers, as he brings his Packers out for their first series of the game.
And he's off to a fantastic start to the season. Already 8 touchdown passes in just his first 2 weeks of the year. Now, I don't think that's a pace he's going to be able to sustain, but at the very least, he's got this offense humming here to start things out.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week. Rodgers.
That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down. And Chubb will try the middle here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Packers at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's the first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Rodgers now on 1st down. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a 2nd opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Complete to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Holding, offense.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020.
Still 3rd down.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They begin this drive with Chubb to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And again, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores, but he doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up an empty possession.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 15 carries, 54 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Brady to throw. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick-6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Brady. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked off by Chris Barnes. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Second and 5 now. Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Chubb will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. It's caught by Mike Evans.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Brady now on 1st down. He completes this to Russell Gage. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Now Brady again. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they just look completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks him. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Chubb. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Knocks over another. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
58.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing on 1st down is Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 45 on 2nd down, Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones.
No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw is Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Again, that's Watkins.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Get 300! Get 300! Hey, 646!
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Pushes past him.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. Call it a gain of a yard. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Brady. He completes it to Evans. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Up the gut, Fournette. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a play fake. Brady. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
There's another step. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Shoves him aside. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 59 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
First down, Green Bay.
Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first down, Rodgers. Complete. This is Lewis. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Let's go.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. On play action, Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. He finds Watson complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
Dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And again, it's Chubb. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
75 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a 1st down as well.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Extra point put through by Succop as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Steps away.
He'll dump this down to Dillon. That's complete.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
action. Now it's Rodgers.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Rodgers throwing here. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 33 yards that time. Rodgers to throw once more. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And they will take a knee here.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything.